I was 3, maybe 4. We were living in South LA. One day, my mom asked my sister and me to clean the house. I was told to empty my dad's ashtray, so I did. I picked up the ashtray and dumped it out. In the ashtray was one full, brand new, unsmoked cigarette. It didn't occur to me to take the cigarette out first, set it aside, and dump the ash. Nope, I dumped the whole thing. Then my dad came home. He saw the cigarette in the trash and he blew up. He was like that sometimes. He would explode over something small and have a disturbingly quiet countenance over something genuinely big. I never did figure out the logic of it. My mother once told me a story from when he was very small. My dad's family moved a lot in the early years, following Grandpa from Alaska to Utah to New Mexico for jobs. One day, he had wanted to help Grandpa get ready to leave, so he filled the gas tank with water from the hose. Earnestly, hopefully, not understanding what he was doing, and Grandpa beat him for it. I didn't know that backstory when I watched his face contort into anger. I'm not sure it would have helped anything if I had. That started a big fight with my parents. My mom shuffled me and my sister out the door. The 3 of us left for the park around the corner to give him time to cool off. We left so fast I wasn't allowed to grab my shoes. I remember protesting, but I was shuffled out the door anyway. What I remember next is the heat. The block was lively the way it always was. Mariachi music through a screen door, kids playing tag in the street, the smell of something on a stove somewhere, and I registered none of it. There was just my feet. The sidewalk was on fire. The moment my bare feet hit, the pain shot upward, fast and unforgiving. It felt like being erased from the bottom up, like I was a cartoon being dipped in acid in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I curled my toes and tried to hop between patches of shade that didn't actually exist. I had been crying since the living room, and the sidewalk just gave me a different reason. Somewhere behind us, his yelling still thundered, and somewhere ahead, the grassy park shimmered with the promise of relief. At the park, I sat on the edge of the playground with my feet buried in the cool sand, trying to soothe the throbbing sensation. I wanted to play, but my feet were too sensitive and I didn't have my shoes. My sister played on the swings and monkey bars in my periphery. Meanwhile, my head and my heart were trying to make sense of what the hell just happened. I rewound the moment in my head over and over. The ashtray, the cigarette, my father's roar, searching for the exact place where I fucked up. Something settled, not sharp like the sidewalk had been, but dense and slow. The first stone of a pile I didn't know was going to keep growing. I would come to recognize this feeling again and again. The fear of getting in trouble, of being seen as wrong. I had done what I was told, emptied the ashtray, followed the instructions to the letter, which turned out was exactly the problem. It would take me an embarrassingly long time to understand that there are instructions underneath instructions, that when someone says empty the ashtray, they mean something else, something apparently obvious to everyone in the room except me. Reading the layer beneath the words, figuring out what the instruction was actually about, was a skill I apparently hadn't come with. By 4, I was already studying the world before stepping into it, tracking tone, listening for the particular quality of silence that meant something was wrong before anything had happened yet. I didn't know I was doing it. It just felt like paying attention. I assumed everyone paid attention like this. They didn't. That particular attention didn't stay in the sandbox. It followed me into every classroom after, into every job, every relationship, every room where someone said, "You know what I mean," and I genuinely didn't. I still cry when I think about this too hard, 40 odd years later, which probably tells you everything about how deep that particular route went. It hadn't occurred to me yet that the error wasn't mine. It was just a 10-cent cigarette, and my feet still remember the heat.
I can't throw it if you don't give it to me. Can I have it? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You're so cute. You're so cute.